Today on Hopped Up Beer Review, we're going to be trying Starter Fluid. It's a hazy IPA from Santa Fe Brewing Company out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Beep, beep. Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking and reviewing. We're back to do that once again. Appreciate you checking out this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers, that notification bell. We would definitely appreciate that, and it helps our channel in some way. I don't really know how. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. I am Ben. Gentlemen, good to see you guys again. What are we drinking?
We're going to have the Starter Fluid from Santa Fe Brewing Company. Hazy IPA. I'm thirsty. Let's go.
All right. Have you had this one before, Jay?
I have.
I figured you might have.
A 6-pack, and so okay. I've had 3 of them.
All right.
It is a very high octane hazy.
Ooh, yeah. I'm just getting ready to call an Andy first. That's why I wanted to know.
And high ABV, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, mates.
Nice. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates. Ooh.
You got to think about this one.
Gives you some thought, huh?
Yeah.
So when I told Ben a little bit beforehand, when I was there in New Mexico, I don't know, a month or 2 ago, and picked this up. They had these in 12 ounce, 16 ounce, and I also think they had them in 19.2 ounce.
Jeez.
So I told Ben, be thankful we only got the 12 ounce because this is 9.5%.
9.5%.
It's definitely lives up to the name Starter Fluid.
Yeah.
We haven't done a Santa Fe, have we?
I was about to say, I looked. We haven't done. Yeah, didn't do a Santa Fe yet. This is a hazy DIPA. It's a double IPA, 9.5%, 35 IBUs. Their website did not say a thing about this beer, other than what I just told you, 9.5%, 35 IBUs. Their website doesn't say much about themselves either. Santa Fe Brewing Company out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. They're a regional brewery founded in 1988. They have tap rooms in Albuquerque, actually 2 in Albuquerque.
Green Jeans.
They have one in El Dorado and Santa Fe. No, El Dorado and Santa Fe are the tiers. Yeah. Santa Fe, El Dorado, Albuquerque. And they produce almost 40,000 barrels a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do a lot of, as far as I can tell, more of the brewing and distribution aside from their tap rooms. You said 2 in Albuquerque. I'm only familiar with 1. They have one at a place called Green Jeans Farmery, if I'm not mistaken. But it's one of those areas where the brewery is the centerpiece of it, but they've taken like all of these Connex shipping containers and built them around it, and they have like little food spots that you can go to, a pizza place or a taco place, and you can order food and then you can take it back to the brewery, and it has like little courtyards with fire pits and things like that. But they've always had some interesting good beer. One of the best beers I ever had from them was they had a red chili brown ale that was really fantastic because New Mexico, they're known for their chili, red or green, but
the red.
it just
Sure.
complemented that brown so beautifully.
Hmm.
And it was just on draft there. So,
Wow.
but yeah, it's a neat place.
I do appreciate like some of the can art. You've got the state flag and of course the Roadrunner. Ben alluded to that, but if
So the
you've
state flag, that's actually their logo. Is
Mhm.
has Santa Fe Brewing Company there on that. So you see that on their bottle caps and every can or bottle that they sell. So
Well, if anyone has ever ventured out West Texas, New Mexico, into almost Arizona, Roadrunners are a real thing. Granted, they're not taller than coyotes. They're about yay high, but they do run on their two legs along the road.
Do they beep beep?
Nope.
No beep beep.
they
Nope.
don't beep beep beep, but
Beep
the
beep.
place I ran into them was actually on the golf course out there. They were all over that place, running
Wow.
up and down the fairways and the cart paths.
They are fast.
Well, I think Jay, you were holding this up at one point. The can here has a little description that we know Andy doesn't look at the cans because he's admitted
I
to that.
looked at the can. It didn't describe the beer itself.
Well, I'm going to point out the fact that it says, "Just pop one open, pour it in your mouth tank, and get ready to start celebrating." So, and it is scientifically formulated for party, according to the can there. So, I don't know that we have the party atmosphere quite in this format.
Yes,
Maybe
we're
that's
raging.
something. Maybe that's something we need to explore, and we can talk about corporate about maybe some disco balls or some dancers or something. I don't know. I don't, what do parties look like these
Whoa,
days?
watch
Too old.
yourself now. Dancers. What are you talking about?
Just
What kind of party are you planning here, Ben?
entertainment. Dancers of all kinds. All right, we have established that Jay has had this one, and Andy and I have not. So, Andy, what do you think?
What I was going to say? Do you know what starter fluid is, Ben? Why it's been named this? Okay, I'll know you.
I mean,
Come on, Ben.
what starter fluid for like a barbecue, right? Fire?
No.
No.
Starter fluid in this case is what you're talking about with a car engine.
I
Correct.
don't know.
Or it's a 4-stroke or
Or
a 2-stroke engine.
two
Yeah.
stroke.
If you've ever had an old lawnmower that you need to start,
You pull the
and
spark plug, you spray the starter fluid into
yeah,
the chamber, spray it all around the spark plug, and reattach it.
or take the fuel filter off, the
Spray
air
it in
filter, and
there.
spray it in there. Put it back on. Bam! That thing's starting right up. But it is a volatile, flammable liquid, which is used to aid the starting of internal combustion engines, especially during cold weather or in engines that are difficult to start using conventional starting procedures.
Lots of
Diethyl
small
ether.
engines.
Yeah. So diethyl ether is what it is.
Cool.
Dang, Ben.
Anything else?
Yeah, it's time for you to review the beer.
No, I asked you to go first.
Okay. The first sip or two took me aback, not back like into a memory, but I was like, what is that? The more I've had, the better it is. I can't discern this tropical fruity feel. It's not very fruity, but it's got a fruit appeal to it. It's not very bitter. It's just got some fruit to it, but the more I drink it, the more I like it. Because if I was to base it on the first sip, I would have been like, "Eesh, nah." But I've gotten to think about it after more, taking it in. I still can't figure out what it is. I'm drinking, but excuse me. It is better. And it is very hazy and a good. The camera here does not depict what it really looks like. I think Jay's has been, yeah. Mine looks more orange than yellow is, so what it really is. Yeah, my taste buds aren't helping me out because it's got a little fruit, a little malt, a little haze to it. I can't tell what it is, but I would drink it again. I'm going to give this one a 7. Yeah.
All right. Per Hopped Up Beer Review tradition, as we kind of noted, Jay's going to go last since he's had this one. Stupid tradition. I don't know who came up with that, but I'll jump in there and go. So I'm with you on the first couple sips. First couple sips, I was like, I don't know if I like this. And it's calmed down, like beer tends to do after you've had a few sips. But man, those first two or three sips, you got the haze and the juiciness, but you also got some bitter in it, and it was, And usually with the hazies, they're not quite as bitter, and this one was just, I was not a fan first few sips. It's calmed down and it's better. I don't know that I'll say that it's one I would seek out. We'll say, put it that way, being not the IPA guy, if that's fair. I can see why they named it starter fluid in the sense that there's some like lingering taste when it hits your mouth even now after I've had, I've drank half the beer. There's something back there. It's akin to the barrel aged stouts, how they have kind of that whiskey or bourbon flavor. It's not that I'm not saying it has a whiskey or bourbon flavor. I'm just saying it's akin to that kind of a kind of that burn a little bit.
Overbearing flavor.
Yeah. So I think it's okay. I don't think it's one that I have to. I'm not going to seek it out. I don't have to have it again. I'm glad we got to try it. Thank you, Jay, for providing it.
It's an 8.
Put it on 12. No. I think this one for me though. I think it's probably a 6.5. It's the high ABV, the flavors I got, or the kind of kick that I got at the beginning, and then just kind of that lingering flavor that I mentioned is it's okay. I've had it. I can move on. 6.5.
All right, good. Thank you. Yeah, I think the reason it's called starter fluid is because of the first couple of sips that you have of it, just like you're alluding to.
Yeah.
It kind of lights you up to start, and as you drink it, as it warms, it kind of mellows. I mean, it's still an IPA. It's very much like you said, Andy, in the citrus tropical area. I can't put my finger on it either. Exactly what that is. It's very, very fruity in some ways. It's not, to me, it's not bitter, and it's not heavy on the dank or the resin side either. I mean, it's got some juiciness to it. I really like it and enjoy it, and I mean, it's got the nice high ABV. I can see what you say about the lingering aftertaste, kind of that that coating that leaves in your mouth, like a stout or something like that. Maybe one of those barrel aged, if you will. But overall, it's good to me. I mean, it's a 7.5, and it's one that I enjoy. And I had to grab it just because the name and the Roadrunner on there. I mean, come on, great can art, great advertising.
I'm always,
even though it was a seasonal, I think they did.
Yeah, I'm always glad to get a new brewery, but of course a new beer that we haven't, and can art.
Yeah, you can't pass the can up. And I think, Jay, to your point, that kick at the beginning they named it perfect, right? I mean, this is the perfect name for this beer. So I think they hit a home run with that from that standpoint. And the
Yeah,
can
and
art
then
is
adding the Roadrunner to that aspect of it, it's just cool because I mean
Yep.
it ties into the local culture there. I mean the Roadrunner is a commonplace bird, so
Yep.
it's kind of unique.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing this one back.
Yeah, always good to try new breweries, and I was surprised we hadn't had Santa Fe, so I was glad to pick this one up.
All right, that is going to be a 7 for the starter fluid from Santa Fe Brewing Company, Santa Fe, New Mexico. Definitely an interesting beer. If you've had it, let us know what you think down in the comments below. I think we've enjoyed this one. It's a little something different for us, and I think we'll be looking forward to having some more Santa Fe Brewing Company in the future whenever Jay can get it for us. Be sure to like, subscribe. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers that notification bell. Check us out on all the social media links down below in the description. Come say hi in our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. It's a chat room. There's nothing scary there but bots. And if you are interested in any Hopped Up Beer Review merch, we've got links down below for that as well. Check out shirts, koozies, glassware, and we've got all that down below. And lastly, if you have any interest in any of the equipment or anything that we use to record this show or any of the cool glassware that we show off from time to time, we've got links down there for some of the glassware that we bought from some of the different companies out there. Check that out. And yeah, with that, appreciate you checking out this video. Randy in the Attic and Jay, I'm Ben. Cheers,
Cheers,
mate.
mate.
Cheers, mates.